The Polish state is a Catholic state, according to Roman Dmowski. Otherwise, hello everyone and thank you for joining me in our second episode, or in the extended spotlight of the, I think it was called Treaty of Warsaw, yeah, Treaty of Warsaw, mod in Hearts of Iron 4. If you did not check out the first episode, then please go sure to do so. Be sure to do so. And saying it, let's continue the game. We are only in 1937, so we did only advance 1.5 years. And now we are, well, first off militarizing our country. And secondly, getting ready to, well, first conquer Germany and after that to conquer, well, guess whom? France. Well, an aggressive Poland is ready here, standing by to crush the French. And firstly, we should get the electronic engineering. Furthermore, I really want to get, you know what, I really want to get the extra 2 research slots I got offered here. I really want to get the Polish scientists, so I will just rush down through this, and after that, yes, I'll get the Polish scientists and get 2 research slots. So the focus tree is just great. You should try it out, it's great fun. It's not so fun that I need steel. Steel I can get though from the Swedes, maybe? Swedes. None of my allies have steel. Let's get it from the Russians to make the war last even longer. Like, export them. But I'm quite certain the Soviets will win, so yeah. 1 oil. I need only 1 oil, so I need tungsten, and tungsten I'll get from whom? From Russia as well. Helping the Russians, yeah, although, yeah, I think they will lose. Let's see how this war ends. And my manpower is insanely low already, only 15,000 in reserve. The Polish infrastructure, come on, will it go to 0 again? I think it will be. Yeah, it's depleted once more. Our army is 1.07 million strong. I still need, well, 100,000 manpower to reinforce. Well, that's, okay, quite a bit, to say the least. Yeah, mainly we need what? We need weapons. Yeah, weapons. Let's be sure to get weapons and get more military factories here in central Poland. Okay, I'm getting in total 6 through trades, partly because my Warszaws are also doing that. Yeah, let's go for construction 3. We got the boost on that, so why not get it before the others. That's 69 divisions. I mean, I have to re-equip them, then make them ready, so it will take a long time until they're actually ready. Look, the communist unity is 57%. I think a civil war may soon erupt. They got communist revolutionaries. Yeah. So, a referendum or a civil war will happen at one point. They decided to support the status quo. The French army isn't stronger than the Polish one. The Polish state is a heavily militarized state. I don't know why, but they are progressing really slow. I really don't know why they are progressing so slow. It should be faster normally, that's why we don't come that far. I don't know. Probably the game on its own. Anyways, the war is like a cold war. The French losses are 42,000, our losses are 273,000. Let's check this theater. The Ottoman Empire should be making some progress. It seems like they abandoned their front line. Well, the French, they won't make progress, that's for sure at least. Adana is a... Oh. Okay. The Ottomans, they made some progress, the Ottoman Empire. I think that is why they joined our faction. To get their revenge on the French. Well, the Mir Georgia includes following nations: Bohemian Empire, Ukraine, Islamic Republic of Azerbaijan, Latvia, Estonia, Finland, Free State of St. George, Armenian Independent Territories, and the Ottoman Empire. The Soviet Union is, yeah, making some great gains and, yeah, crushing the Russians. And they are just fighting back and fighting back. Well, the Japanese, I don't know how, but they also control Siberia. And they are fighting the Chinese. I really hope that the Chinese will win this struggle. China, forward to victory. Let's improve infrastructure once more so we can get the Polish scientists. Having 6 research slots would just prove insanely beneficial and useful. Okay, the Ottoman Empire, the Ottoman armies down below there launched an offensive against the French. I won't waste my army down below there. We still need 76,000 infantry equipment just to reinforce the lines. That's quite a bit. I mean, 69. Well, that's also quite much, and we need even more steel, how you can see. Let's just get steel from the Russians here. The Russians still survive a bit longer, just a tiny bit maybe. I mean, they have 125 civilian factories. Just get like more military and then focus yourself on that. If they lose Tsaritsyn, which is their capital, then the Russians will have a problem. Then they will bloody have a problem. What if our government? Yeah, it's time to get the war industrialist, that's for sure. Joseph Haller, so we can build factories even faster that way. The game is progressing really slow. I really don't know why it's so slow, especially at speed 5 it should be way more fluid and way faster. But, well, it's not. Okay, let's see, which provinces are best developed? Bialystok. I mean, I can only build 1 factory there, but whatsoever, let's develop that. And the east is quite, well, okay, 50% isn't that bad. But, yeah, Lvov is worth building factories at. So it's Krakow on it 1. Build it in Lvov. Maximize it out with military factories. 5, 8. We have 37 military, 1 naval, and 50 civilian. 50 civilian. Well, I want a French civil war to happen. Well, conquering France is not a problem on its own. The Germans, the fascist party in Germany is rising. They got the nationalism daily fascist support. So let's actually see if the Germans turn fascist. If they do, I don't think that I need to. Well, they should have went for wars. I think they went for peace instead, which I can't understand. Yeah, well, that's quite weird. I was just going to annex them. I think that's easier than to fight them. But they have a good amount of factories, so taking them out won't be so easy, I think. Pax Americana, as happens. The Czechs are getting some troops fielded. Okay, it's just insanely slow. Alright, let's see. I have who is a puppet? The Bohemian Empire is a Reichsprotectorate. Okay, now I can get the Polish scientists. Polish scientists are working really hard. That's why we will be one of the best countries in the world. That sounds nice. Italy, I can gladly accept your volunteers. If I could make them join, let's sign a pact of non-aggression, but yeah, it's the difference is too high. The world tension, if the world tension goes up a bit more, then we may be able. I can invite whom? Russia. Okay, invite Russia to my faction. No. I won't. They are losing the war and now they are willing to join my faction. Well, look to that. Look to these Russians. Well, while the Soviet army is busy fighting them, I could strike against the Soviet Union. Should I? Should I strike against the Soviet? I think, yeah. Let's redirect our focus from the strong Germans into the Polish, the Falangist Polish. I mean, to the Soviets. Okay, and at the time Russia capitulates, we'll go ahead. I'll start to justify already against the Soviet Union. France joined the Allies. Oh no, now we fight the entire Allies. I'll look to that. It turned out to be an even bigger war than I thought it would be. I can invite still Russia. Well, I won't invite them, so get it out of your head. We may... Let's get here more military factories, maybe also some civilian ones. Civilian factories here in this province, also Lvov. Okay, conquering that is finished, they're still fighting the Russians. Well, I want to annex, I want them to force to surrender. These 8, yeah, you'll be converted to, what? You'll just stay there, okay. Let's get the Czech forces, request forces. They have 8, so that's at least something into this line. Okay, 7. Now they are moving out quite a bit. It's valid until the 21st of May, which should be enough for the Russians to surrender. Well, where is their capital? No, they have to capture Sevastopol, because its family is 70%, so they're in that, yeah. Well, they have no victory points here. They captured Tsaritsyn, now they have to go down and capture Sevastopol. Well, now we are fighting the whole Allies, so yeah. The British Empire, we are fighting the British Empire. Well, they are considerably stronger than we are, considering that's not so nice. Okay, India took 7 states. Yes, India is still a puppet of Britain. Nothing changed there. Nothing. It's just that the front line is, well, stronger now, wider. No way the Germans are going to join our faction. The Italians, they may, it's 100 to 120. Let's improve the relations, because they may join. If yes, they'll prove to be a good ally. I need 40 and 4 steel. Wow. Alright, so Russians can no longer provide us with steel. I think no longer, okay, tungsten a bit, but let's get another importer for tungsten. Let's say that tungsten we'll get from Portuguese. I need convoys. I'd rather get it from a neighbor. Let's get it from Tibet then. And steel, I need 40 and 4. I'll get the steel from... Let's get it from Italy, 24 from Italy, and then the rest from the Dutch. Okay. That's nice. Now the firepower I'll get. And our offensive stalled. It isn't progressing with such a flow as I expected it would. Okay, next thing will be dockyards in Gdynia, Polish aircraft, Polish influence. Influence were part of Poland. Now we should retake them. Let's retake them. Which means Estonia and Latvia will be integrated into our country. Yeah, having 6 research slots renders us now a really powerful and strong state. We still lack manpower and the equipment though, but yeah, it's okay. The game is progressing terribly slow, so this will be my last episode, Oh yeah, we forgot about Finland. I think Finland, they should do fine, I think, with their 25 divisions against the Soviets. Come on, Soviet Union, advance, advance. Into Russia. Or do I have to just... they are doing the lessons of war, so that's not nice. Yeah. And well, just go ahead and attack them, I don't care. Let's execute, declare war, call allies. There we go. Look at that. Italy, now they want to join me at Georgia, and I'm going to call them in. They are offering to join. They joined both of our wars. Spain joined Comintern. That's interesting. They'll get crushed one way or the other. So that should not be a problem. Russia could join my faction, but they won't. They would rather be a part of the Allies. So I'll look to there. That's interesting. Okay, well, they are pushing the Finns, but we are pushing them. Their unity is 50%. Before they do the lessons of war, it's... what? Oh. Germany joined the Allies. Now I'm in a 2-front war. That's bad. That's really bad, to be honest. Now the French troops will pour into the lines. Oh. We got a problem here. Houston got a problem. We should not have this war against the Polish. At least against the Russians. Okay. 49, go ahead against the Germans. They're just advancing. Yeah, Danzig is lost. Our units will get encircled and crushed. Our navy probably as well. They captured. Oh, okay, that was theirs already. I can move out fast and quick. At least I can capture this province. Come on. Yeah. That's quite bad. My troops are encircled there. My motorized divisions. Oh, 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 oh. That was a bad idea. Now Poland is being squashed by both sides. But we'll win the war, we'll win the war. We got many friends to help us. Italy should join the war, but they are not. They don't want to join the war against France, because why not? A call for arms. Oh, they did. The war against France. Okay, that's a good thing. So this will, like, get the pressure a bit of us. Not much, only a bit though, but we need a very tiny bit. I can invite Japan as well. Japan, welcome to Georgia. We are like the new Axis. We are the new Axis, kind of. I just have 38 divisions advancing on the front line. Let's get extended conscription. Now I got the manpower. But I like the equipment. Spain joined the war. Well, they are being invaded by Canada. Well, if that's not interesting to see. They'll be led by that lad. Next coming. Yeah, they'll plan a bit more. After that, attack the Germans. But I can't really, well, attack them because I simply lack the equipment. I'm not producing enough equipment. I have minus 60,000 weapons. I'm like ending like Russia. Now the Russians, they are still yeah, fighting the Soviets. But the Soviets stopped their advance in the Sevastopol, so yeah, that's interesting. Well, the Soviet unity is 50%, but they got 1.5 million troops in the field. Yes, it was not a good idea to attack the Russians. That was not really good. I admit. They could have they acted smarter at instance. At least I got a good amount of manpower, but my army is nowhere ready. Nowhere ready, to be honest. Nope. So what should we do? Well, I could just pause the offensive and see how things turn out to be. The Germans won't succeed. The Italians are pushing them. The French are pushing the Ottomans. Where did the Ottomans send their army? Ottoman army, like, where did they send them to? I have no idea. Probably Italy should make good progress against France. So France should surrender even to Italy. After that, it will be total occupation. The Finnish are not advancing. The Finnish are yeah, being attacked by the Russians. Oh, not good. Well, if Russia would have surrendered, things would have been even better, but they did not, and I don't think they will that fast. They have to lose Sevastopol first. Yeah, I just may declare war against them. No. Not do that, not do that. Okay. It's 47, let's see if we attack. We are doing some progress, but most of it isn't so nice, so I'll not attack, no. I'm going to send 12 divisions to this line, so it will be 35 here. Guarding against them. We lost Danzig, by the way, which was a good province, but we lost Danzig and Poznan. That's a bad loss. So the Germans pushed us quite a bit, and they are... No, I can't afford sending more troops. I have to send 48 back here. Japan wants to join our war effort. Thank you, Japan. Italy is pushing France, so things are looking good for us. Well, if the Soviets would surrender... Well, easier said than done, to be honest. Field manpower is 4.15 million at least. The Japanese, yes, they should be fighting the Soviets, so the front is a bit pressure taken off from our front. Polish uprising in Estonia, there we go. We got all of these states and 28 divisions, which are somewhat well equipped. They'll join the Russian battle, the Russian front line. That's just minus 61,000. I simply need more weapons. There's no way around weapons. No weapons means us being doomed. I have no resources whatsoever. I should go for the Polish army. Polish army is very good. Yeah, we see how good the Polish army is. The German troops are closing into Warsaw actually. That's threatening. That's threatening our independence. That is threatening, that's for sure. That's not nice. The Finnish aren't being aggressive, but at least, yeah, our faction is quite huge. The Major Moravia pushing. Well, the Russians, the Italians are pushing the French. Well, they should push even harder and. Let's make it carefully, executing this carefully, where it's worth it. Oh no, the Ottoman Empire has surrendered to France. That's an outrage. That's an outrage. Where did the Ottoman army go? It just erased itself. Like, I have no idea how. What happened? What did just happen to the Ottoman army? Does someone know? I have no bloody clue. No idea what happened to the Ottoman army whatsoever. They just like, nope, I'm gone. Goodbye. And the game is advancing terribly, terribly slow. It won't work, no, it won't work. The German troops are too good equipped. I have to stop the offensive. Whatsoever, stop the offensive. And stop the fighting as well in that region. We'll push them at one point, come on. Spanish are putting Italians push back. Come on, Italy, go, Italy, go. The French are extending the Maginot Line. Come on, the communists, well, if they seize power, things won't change. I think if they won't. We are being pushed back on the entire front line. That's not so good, and we are having mediocre success against the Soviet Union. The Soviets are, well, only 10% towards capitulation. If I got some more help from my allies, like the Ukrainians or the other groups whatsoever, it would help us greatly, but no. After capturing Moscow, I don't know what we have to capture. Probably Leningrad, and then they may surrender, but only then. I'm going to make a change of policy. I'm going to refocus my effort to the Moscovian area, like this and upwards. After that, capture Leningrad and Moscow. And after that, I really hope that they'll surrender. Push them. Come on. Go. And our air force is where? Is here. Well, they'll help against the Russians here. That's in central Russia, let's say. I know our air wing could be, well, stronger, but well, it's not that strong. It's not that much. Well, if we capture Moscow, the Russians should be somewhat crippled, and that should help us. I don't like the fact as well that the Germans are just advancing and advancing, and that our troops cannot even probably oppose them. Because we have a deficit of 65,000 weapons within our army. Manpower alone doesn't help us. Our military got crippled because the Germans captured Plock, Poznan, and Upper Silesia. So I'm basically just yeah, fucked. I need to enforce a fast Soviet capitulation. Otherwise, we cannot win this war. I have to cripple the Soviets as quick as possible. It will take some time. I'm doing my best, but it's taking quite some time to cripple them. Oh, that's bad, that's bad. Come on, Finland, if you, like, start an offensive, if I start an offensive, the Germans, they are... The Italians, at least the Italians are making some success, so the Italians will meet, like, I think, German troops as well, soon if they advance. Yeah, I'm losing weapons and weapons and weapons. Come on, Moscow is just one province ahead, just one province. Moscow should be ours, Moscow. Let's enact a policy of harsh occupation to get the maximum amount of factories from the Soviet Union. I think, yeah, Moscow and Leningrad should be the downfall. Oh, I think Tsaritsyn would have to be captured as well. It's not theirs yet, not fully at least. The Ukrainians are doing a good job. Yeah, they are pushing as well. The Fourth International, come on, capture Moscow. It's not going so good. Okay, we are attacking Moscow right now. Uh-oh, the Germans are advancing more and more. More and more. I don't like that, I don't like that. Come on, Italy, I need your relief. Italy, I need your relief. The German army is insanely well equipped. They even have the triumphant... How do they have the triumphant will? I don't know, that's bad. Japan doesn't want to join this war. The Polish and Czech war. The Germans are doing a good job, but they didn't capture Warsaw yet. But if they capture Warsaw, then, my friend, then we will have a huge problem. We are still in 1938. What is that speed, please? What is that advancement of speeds? Capturing Moscow, I am sure, will not make this Soviet Union surrender. It won't. We finished the focus. Well, that didn't help us in the slightest. Infantry divisions. Yeah, let's get Polish militarism. Why not? At least somewhat useful. 43 military factories, still a heavy lack of equipment. And the Germans captured most of our industrial area. That's why we were so a little amount. The Vidas, Plock, Poznan, and Upper Silesia, which contain around 20 military factories. Capturing Moscow can't be that hard, can it? Come on, let's go ahead. Yeah, if the Finnish help, let's just go around that line, and encircle Leningrad. Italy cancel the land lease. Well, whatever. The Soviets advancing. I don't like that. Oh. Spain finishes the civil war, and Italy is countering heavy resistance from the French. The French unit is quite high with 50%, and Germany, they shouldn't have joined the Allies. Now we have a huge problem. We'll win, but the time is running out slowly. Unfortunately. Can I get some miracle technology? Well, advanced machine tools, but that won't bring us a miracle. That won't, really. At least we closed ourselves into Leningrad. Okay, advance there. We captured Moscow. The Soviet Union is 62% towards capitulation. We got loads of military factories to help our war efforts. I tell you, I got it out. If the Soviet Union surrenders, this is ours. But the question is if. Let's see, that's only worth 5. We have to capture Leningrad next. Leningrad. Yeah, well, if the Finns would advance and attack them, but they are not, so. So yeah, we are just waiting here. And Prague is, well, under siege. Also Warsaw, the Germans, if they capture Warsaw, will have a huge problem, so I should actually start attacking them already. I don't like it, but we have to do at least something to regain some land. It will be really costly, I know that, but we have to keep the pressure up. Capturing Moscow should greatly help us, but we are still running a heavy deficit. Well, if the Russians captured Tsaritsyn, that would may be useful. There's no way they want to join us. They want to join the Allies instead. So we'll have another enemy, the Russians, on our doorstep there. The Japanese, they are making some progress, but here are absolutely no victory points whatsoever. That will be for naught. Did we close ourselves in? Let's encircle Leningrad completely for now. Completely leave them occupied and busy. Leningrad is worth how much? It's worth, I think, 20 victory points. 30. This may be the key we need. This may be the province we need to encircle Russia for once and for all. Keep attacking them. Go for victory! Go on! I can reassign my air force also to the eastern front. This might help us. Yeah, my offensive, well, I got us some breathing room. Not so much. I got unassigned troops somewhere here. 8. Oh, that's a nice relief. 8, so it is 56 right now. The Germans still captured way too much. It's time to enact order above all, so we got higher organization of our divisions. So now we have 73,000 infantry equipment in, well, shortage. I'm just attack Leningrad. No. Our divisions are simply too equipped. Well, every spotlight can't go that well, can it? Let's see at least. Italians could do. Finally, the Japanese joined in the Polish-Czech war, but I do not expect Japanese help. I don't, to be honest. But if the Bavarians would attack Germany, it would greatly help us, but they're just standing there. Our China joined the Comintern, so the Japanese got one more enemy to fight. Yeah, they got one more enemy to fight. Japan has our Spain. I don't know why Spain got 55% of the war participation. 55%. It's because they were in a civil war, that's why. Yeah. The civil war is having a significant impact there. The Germans are pushing into Warsaw. That's just bad. God damn it. Will Poland fall? Yeah, I still didn't succeed to, and the game is progressing terribly slow. I have looked to the time, please. Like it's maybe the normal speed will be speed 3, but that is not speed. That is no way. Let's keep them busy, and they will go ahead. I have to capture Leningrad. After that, I'm sure the Soviets will surrender. If not, well, bad for us. Nice, we captured that. Now Leningrad is going to be encircled. I'll attack them from the river, I think. Well, the Finnish, come on, Finland, attack them with us. Never mind, they won't. They won't. Finland is just struggling to stay alive. Well, like we are. We lost our main provinces so long ago there. I'm going to ship these 11 divisions out of man. I'm going to send them off to this naval port. Like, stop, retreat to this naval port. And then let's see how good they are. 54. Yeah, just stay on this. Okay, from mine. Just do whatever you can. Yeah, we have to capture Tsaritsyn as well. That's Tsaritsyn. The capital of the Tsar. Okay. A terribly slowly advancing game. And the Germans are on our neck, advancing. The Italians, they aren't making sufficient progress, and the Spanish not as well, so we have a problem. Our existence, if Warsaw falls, I can tell you, then Poland falls. So it's all about the last defense of Poland. So let's get Polish. It won't help us really, but let's go to Poland B. After Polish-Bolshevik war was divided, let's see our right path once more. We can get Polish colonies, yeah. The German colony Dziela Polski. I think that means get colonies for Poland. The Germans are actually attacking Warsaw. Come on, Soviet Union capitulate! The Finnish port is only in Helsinki, that's also not really nice. Oh, I got no convoys whatsoever. Great. Yeah, that's just great. Okay, the Finnish are attacking them at least, so yeah. That's great, but I'm going to surrender, I can tell you. Soviet Union, 63%. Nope. Yep, they captured the port of Warsaw. German forces captured Warsaw. They captured our capital. They captured our capital! Germany captured our capital. That is an outrage. We have 82,000 infantry equipment in deficit. And now my attack ratio is just horrible as well. I saw nothing worse, to be honest. Maybe if we focus our efforts, we might be able to defeat them. What's 68, 75, come on. It's now everything or nothing is the question. Yeah, now we are being victorious. Advancing into central Russia. Well, like, you could use your troops up to Tsarits in Russia, don't you think? We even have effective non-aggression, so I can't even attack you. But they don't want to, for whatever reason. Well, I never struggled that hard, especially against the advancing German army. Well, the French are... I don't think I'm this run that easily, yeah. I lost 814,000 men, the Italians lost 500,000, that's... Yeah, they are far away from Paris, far away from Paris. And the Bohemian Empire has capitulated. Oh, that's quite funny though. That's quite funny. 64%. They were 69. I think they regained some land. Free of St. George has capitulated. Let's try to capture Tsaritsyn with our army. Though the Soviets won't make it easy for us. That's for sure. Come on. 91. The Finnish are, well, the Soviets are attacking them. They even advanced there. So we cannot encircle them at Stalingrad. Leningrad. Okay. Oh, we are doomed. Yes, we are doomed. This is the end of Polish militarism. A unified alliance of Germany. They completely crushed us. They completely crushed us. Well run. Maybe the Italian troops will relieve us, but our army is... Let's make a desperate last attack. But that won't help. Yeah, they got even no victory points here worth capturing, did they? Gorky, well... no. 87,000 deficits. We are still in 1938. Well, it goes sure to try this out, to try this mod out for yourself, and don't do the mistake I did. And tell me if the mod lags for you as well. Yeah, and well, go sure to check out my other content, please. And with it, I think, yeah, let's finish the episode quite soon. There's no point in continuing this. So they're putting up a determined battle, and it doesn't seem like we can capture their provinces easily. So thank you all for watching me. Go sure to like and subscribe. I'm Sacred, and I am out. Have a good day to you all, and see you next time. Goodbye and have a nice day. You can see us just being victorious there, but still here in the upper area, not really. So, goodbye, and see you next time. Bye.